Up next on the Day Beer Review, we're going to be looking at the Grateful Dead Citrus Daydream Lager. This is by Dogfish Head Craft Brewery, and it's coming in at 5.3% ABV. Let's go check it out. 3, 2, 1. Hi, it's Rich. Welcome to the Day Beer Review, and today we are looking at another offering from Dogfish Head Craft Brewery. This is another one of their Grateful Dead collaborations, which I didn't even really know they were doing, as much of a Deadhead as I am. And quite honestly, last year today, which is like March 22nd, I went to the Sphere to see Dead & Company, which turned out to be the last time you could see Bob Weir and stuff like that. So, you know, like a big fan, but I don't always keep up on all the merchandising and stuff. And as the band is slowly, you know, moving on, it seems like there's more and more merchandise. And in this case, we're looking at a beer. So this is Grateful Dead Citrus Daydream Lager. This is a lager brewed with lime, lemongrass, lemon peel, and Fonio grain, which I'm pretty sure we've seen Fonio grain before on this channel. I feel like that was in something. What was it? Maybe it was that different Guinness, that one that was carbonated instead of nitrous. But there was something in there. I believe it's some sort of renewable grain. Excuse me, but I don't really know exactly what the deal is behind it. Realistically, I did it because they stuck a Steely on the can, and I wanted to see what it was like. And this came in a 6-pack, and I think I spent $14.99 on the 6-pack. So here we are on the anniversary of the last time I saw Dead & Company, and honestly, it's really, really weird because I wasn't planning on this. It just happened like that. So let's give it a pour. I am using my Grateful Dead glass, one of my set from back there. And let's see. Oh, this pour is very light. It's a very light colored lager. Let me turn the glass a bit. And oh, it's getting a little bit more color, but honestly, if somebody handed me this, I would almost think it was almost like Pilsner light color. But it does look pretty good in the glass. And you know what it looks like? It almost looks like a cider. Ooh, there is a nice citrus note to this. Like a nice lemon. And then there's sort of like the regular sort of lager aroma. But there's definitely like a nice citrus note right on top. Now, what was the ABV on this? 5.3% ABV. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but like the text is white and the can is yellow. So, you know, it's sort of difficult to read it. So it says, an adventurous American lager brewed with sustainable Fonio grain and rice, then brightened with lemongrass, lime, and lemon peel. Gently hopped for citrus and blossoming floral aromas. Grateful Dead Citrus Daydream Lager is like walking in the morning sunshine. Well, not sure. We brew our culinary-inspired beers using real ingredients. Every beer has a story rooted in an adventure, and apparently there's a QR code if anyone's interested, and if you can get a scan off of a YouTube video, I don't even know. It's got a nice, light, refreshing aroma to it. All right, you know what? Let's give it a taste. That's very nice. It's crisp. It almost has the carbonation of like a soda as you're drinking it. So there's that little carbonation burn. No alcohol burn, and I'm not surprised by that. It's 5%. But there is this lovely sort of citrusy, almost like floral type of taste at the back end of this. Like, okay, so It's definitely lemon and lime, but on the back end I'm getting a flavor that's a lot like maybe lilac, which is not something I normally describe as a flavor, it's normally a smell, but I'm definitely getting this little like lilac note, especially as you swallow. That's very good. Now, it's very different from what I normally drink, to be honest with you. It's very light, it's very crisp. The flavor is very clean in and of itself. And that lemon, I almost feel like I'm getting that lemon zest more than the lemon grass or lime. It's sort of a sharper, more clear lemon flavor, but it's not like off-putting. It's not like lemon's the primary flavor. What I'm getting really is sort of that weedy lager flavor, and then underneath it there's this sort of like almost like electric wire of like citrus under there that's sort of bringing out the rest of the flavor. So is this one that I would buy again? Absolutely. Quite frankly, I'm probably going to look forward to another can of this sometime soon. So this is one that I think I would definitely buy again at, I want to say it was maybe $16.99 or $14.99 at one of the local distributors. So not something that's going to break the bank, not something that really, you know, you have to worry about wise. And at 5.2% ABV, you're talking about the same as, let's say, a Budweiser. So, you know, you could have more than one of these spaced out in a day, and they wouldn't really knock you out or knock you over the alcohol limit. You know, it's so funny. It does look like a cider, and at the back end of this, there is this sort of like odd sweetness that reminds me of the aftertaste of a cider. I don't know why. Because, I mean, this is not an inherently sweet beer. I have to say, it's very good. Would I buy it again? Definitely. You know, I was a little reluctant to purchase this initially because, you know, there's a lot of that nostalgia going around right now, particularly for the Dead. It's, you know, was their 60th anniversary, and then, you know, like you had Donna Jean pass away and Bob Weir pass away and Phil Lesh a couple years ago. So, you know, little by little as the band is slowly, you know, again, moving on, there seems to be more of this nostalgia-based stuff. And I'm a little reluctant sometimes to jump onto that nostalgia train, but I have to tell you, Dogfish Head, Dogfish Head has done a really good job at making a beer that I like. Now, you know, Citrus Daydream, I think, is a play on Sunshine Daydream, which is cute. I sort of dig that as well. But, you know, ultimately, is this a beer that I like having the Grateful Dead steely on? Yeah, I think it's worthwhile. I think it's a good beer, well priced. It's the type of thing that you can really, really enjoy on a hot day, on a cold day, whatever. And it's going to be one of those beers that, you know, are just pleasant and approachable and drinkable. So would I buy it again? Absolutely. Do I recommend it? I do. If you see it out there, I would definitely check it out. The IPA they put out last year, and this is coming from me, was very good. So, you know, a pretty solid offering. Anyway, folks, if you've enjoyed the review, I hope you have, please hit that like button, subscribe, maybe throw a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say about this beer or anything else on the channel. And I will talk to all of you next time. I'm going to sit back, enjoy the rest of this. Cheers.